Did anybody have any questions before we got rocking and rolling? Now you guys must be at work. Y'all doing all your undercover stuff. I need to make sure that we are getting ready. Going into the holidays is one thing. Going into a new year is a whole separate step. And we got to make sure that we are using what we have, because it is totally a blessing. Like that song says, it's big. You have so much. We have so much available to us. We have to make sure that we're using it to make money. For most of the ones that are in my direct group, the FX Trading Lounge, I use the Harmonic Scanner a lot when it comes to initiating trades. I can still look at charts now and just kind of look at a naked chart and do trading, but at the same time, you still want to have confirmations, and confirmations is something with the what I'm going to show today with the Harmonic Scanner. It's going to be cool, so you can start looking, place your trades, and get going. You know, if you got things to do at work, you got things to do with life, and I want you to see how simple this really could be, at least throughout your day. I go into the Harmonic Scanner about 3 times a day. That's just me personally. I still sell real estate. I still do other businesses throughout the day, but here you can go in here anytime that you want, and I'm going to show you how the best practices to use this and to make it your own. Deal? All right, because making money is fun. Being broke is not. So we are not going to be in that mindset of broke, broke, broke. So make sure that you guys unmute yourself if you did have any questions as I'm going through everything. This will be recorded, so make sure that anybody on your team that needs this, we're going to drop this into the Facebook FX Trading Lounge group once it's all done and downloaded. All right, Dwayne, we ready for this? Alethea, how long have you all been in? And just let me know, how long have you been in, and have you used the Harmonic Scanner? Just let me know. I know you might be busy driving in the car, Aaron, but just let me know. This is the time where we need the best availability of your voices. So let me know, how long have you been using it, so that we can kind of get a gauge on who's already been popping off with success. And if you want to unmute yourself, you can at least let me know what you're having challenges with, so I can at least hone in on that specifically going into that. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, Lorie, it's Dwayne.
Hi, Dwayne.
I've been using the scanner actually since, I would say, May.
Okay.
May of this year.
Cool. And how are you doing with it?
Pretty good. I'm actually, I use it to, as you kind of said earlier, to pick my trades and to kind of add, I guess, confluence to other charts that I may be looking at.
Okay, good. All right, so the Harmonic has been with iMarkets Live and now Mastery Academy since the beginning of the company. The company started in 2013, and this was the original platform that they use, and it's still kicking out almost 200 trades a week, and you got a 90% success rate with using this. So before you start paying for other tools, look at this and use Levels if you like, because Levels is another app that we use also. But take a look and see, there's so many other ones that you can use that, you know, has to drive specifically to you. Daniel Buffet typically goes into Levels a little bit more when he does his training. So when we pick back up in January to do more trainings, because we need a break, y'all. January is going to pick right back up, but he does a lot when it comes to the head and shoulders, and he also does a lot with Levels. And when you pair all that together, the Harmonic Scanner actually brings all that together. If you really paid attention, they actually put in the Fibonacci retracement, they factor in the head and shoulders, they do all of that. So they spit out great ideas, and that's why they're having such a high success rate. Aaron, did you have a question?
Not at the moment. I've been in, let me see, I think since June, and the Harmonic Scanner, well, Used to the old one. Got to get used to the new one now. But Harmonic Scanner it's been pretty good. I've been profiting a lot. Especially my thing is the risk management. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of hard headed. I paid for it, so coming into the new year it'll probably be different.
Okay, good deal. And you know what? This is a lot about discipline too. It's a lot about discipline. I learned a lot about it, and you think I'm gonna make a whole lot of money in a short period of time. This goal is not to be setting worldwide records by Christmas. It is to have a consistent, profitable month and a consistent, profitable days. So if you can get good at making money with a 10-cent lot size, you can start seeing $1. You know, it may piss you off and like, it's just a damn dollar. I want to make more money than that. You have to get great at making $1 a day and get excited about that, because if you can do that with that discipline, then you will start to see, all right, well, let me start to raise my level, and then I can start to do bigger things. All right. Hello, Lucy. I also wanted to make sure that we get enough in, and just know I'll make sure I resource you back to what works. You all have been in long enough to know this is not an overnight game. This is not something that's just going to be here and all of a sudden it's just going to, 90 days later, if I'm not rich, then I'm out. There's nobody that got into a relationship, that got into money, that got into production of anything that said after 90 days, I'm out. You've got to give it time. So give yourself permission to mess up. Give yourself permission to get frustrated, but always come back to your 5 whys. And if you got your 5 reasons why, then that will always keep you plugged in. I've got mine on the wall. So I look at my reasons why I do what I do and help you guys out and help the team out constantly. So if you're not keeping that motivation and inspiration in front of you, then it will be easy for you just to bounce out. So take pen and paper. I pray that you are not driving, because this is something that you really want to make sure that you are getting the most from this. I'm not sure, Lucy, I'm not sure if you opened up your demo account yet. Can you unmute yourself? Let me see. Hey, Lucy.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, I did open the account, but I didn't play with anything yet.
All right, so I'm going to talk with you more one-on-one after this, so that we can get some more things going on with your demo account, okay?
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right, but follow along as best as you can, because this will be recorded. And so if you need to go back to it, then, you can take a look at it over and over. But I want you to get access to, first of all, IM.Center. The company that we belong to is IM Mastery Academy. And the site that you want to enter into your back office is im.center. Don't put any .coms behind it. It's just im.center. If you're entering into this for the very first time, you understand that the password is going to be I am powerful. I, the letter M, am powerful. And that will allow you access to put in your regular password that you already set when you open up the account. All right, so just put in your username, your password, and after you do the I am powerful, you'll be able to get in with no problem after this point. Okay. Can everybody see my screen okay before we start going? Type a 1 or put a number 1 up if you can see my screen okay. Ooh. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Lethea. All right, so once you get back here, you will be able to, thank you, Jane. You will be able to get into your Academy of Studies. I've been with the organization for 2.5 years, and I went right back through this earlier this, probably over the summertime. I was sick in bed, and I went through this, and I saw that when I went back through the Academy, it made sense. I understood it. It's one thing when you're learning. When you understand it, now you hear things in a different way. So again, go through the Academy as many times as you need to. When you have folks that are just getting started, have them at least go through the 100, 200, 300, and the 400 series. And then they can start going into Go Live, because then it will make a little bit more sense. So on the left-hand side of the screen here, you've got your academies and you've got your products. To get to the Harmonic Scanner, you're going to go to products. And if you want to go directly into the site, you can just go directly to Harmonics. Is it harmonics.im? Yes, harmonics.im. These websites in my head. All right, so as you're going down here, here is information on the harmonics. So here is information on the products. So when you're going down here, you can see this is the algorithm that combines patterns and math to find high probability trade ideas in the market. All right, this is something great for day traders, also for swing traders if you're doing something for a little bit longer term, for a couple of days. The average amount of trades is going to be about 200 trades a week. When I put out trade alerts, I'm only going for 10 pips. 10 pips. That's simply because I'm not going for high risk. I'm going in for multiple trades, and I'm going in for 10 pips. You have to determine how much money is going to be in your account to determine what your lot size will be. All right, your lot size is what's going to determine how much money that you're going to make on each deal. But 10, 20 pips, it's up to you. I'd rather go a little bit, get out the market, and then just go back in for another trade. There's always one coming. They're like buses. There are always trades coming. They're in English, they're in Spanish. You can also take a look at the Go Live feature, and there are actually some trade educators that are on Go Live that actually go into the Harmonic Scanner. So just so you can educate yourself more, you can go into Go Live and you'll be able to see. So let's get back to this. I'm going to show you when you go back to the main screen. Come on, go back, go back. When you go to Go Live over here, Go Live is the live education. Remember, this is your Netflix for money. This is your Netflix for education. So as you're going in here, you're going to see the Go Live button. That is where all of the educators are that will teach you everything that you need to know about trading. And they're on at different times. They're on at different days. I personally follow Orrin Wright, who is on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 9 p.m. Okay, let me show you that. If you go into Forex Basics, you've got Advanced, Digital Currency, if you like currency, Harmonics, that's what we're going to go into. So dip into this real quick, Harmonics. This is going to show you like a TV guide of who's up talking about the Harmonic Scanner. So if you see on Ray Robinson on Tuesday and Wednesday at 8 and 9 p.m., he's going into the Harmonic trade session. So tonight at 8 p.m., if you want to log back in here at 8 o'clock, you're going to go into Ray's session, click on Ray, and you'll go right into his live session. You'll go right into his live session. There's live chat, so you can talk back and forth if you have questions. All right, well, it's not up right now, but if it was 8 o'clock, you could log in. Also, if you missed it, you can go in, you can see that he's got recorded sessions. So go in there, take a look and see what he has going on so you can go into a little bit more information other than today. All right, so use the Go Live. Use it, use it, use it. As I said, Daniel and I and a lot of our team members, we follow one particular person, and you should too, because you don't want to get over exhausted with a whole lot of educators, because it'll just throw you all over the place. Too much information will just make you go nuts. So I suggest going into looking at Orrin Wright. Like I said, he's on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night at 9 p.m. I think he's under Advanced. All right, so you see the gentleman right here. He is under Forex Advanced. So you click under that button and you could see his 3 days. Guys, we follow so much of Orrin Wright's disciplines and procedures. If that is somebody that you resonate with, feel free to give him, you know, to fall into his category here. But there's so many other ones here. You've got harmonics. We're not even gonna go into all this, but that's a whole nother section that you can go into. But go into Go Live and make sure you're getting it. So let me show you this harmonics easy and simple, because the harmonic scanner works. Some people are lazy and they just feel, well, I'm not going in it. It just takes too much work to go inside of it. Guys, if you set once or twice a day to go in here, you will be just fine with making daily profits. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm sorry, my computer seems a little bit delayed. Let's get into harmonic. Oops. We have all days. Doesn't want to be zipping around. Harmonics.im. Let's go right into that. You have to be active in order to use this. So just make sure your subscription is up to date in order to get in. When you get in here, I want you to follow 3 specific areas and pay close attention to this, because if you don't, then you're going to get some messed up information. When you go into the harmonic pattern, I want you to take a look up here where it says brokers, up in your left hand corner. Whichever broker that you are working with, try to utilize that broker there, because it's going to give out trade alerts from that specific broker. Understand that IM Mastery Academy is pulling information from all of these different traders. So you want to get the closest pricing to whichever broker that you're working with. I use FX Choice, so I'm going to pick that one. You want to pick the time that you are working these trades. If you want to do a 1-hour chart, that means simply, if you're looking at 1-hour charts, that means usually within 24 hours, that trade should take profit or loss. So we're going to pick 1 hour. And if you do anything longer than that, let's say a 4-hour or a daily, that means you want to hold the trade a little bit longer. And make sure over here it matches up. If you did 1 hour to the left, make sure it says over here 1 hour as well. All right, so now we're set. So to get to the harmonic scanner, you can do it 2 ways. You can go into the im.center and go through the products and find the harmonic scanner, or you can jump right into harmonics.im and you can get right into it and just log in with your login. Everybody good? Everybody with me? All right. So every time you get in here, the very first time, I'm not going to lie to you. When I pulled this up for the very first time, you cannot use your cell phone. Please do not try to use your cell phone with this, because it's going to be too jumbled up and you're not going to be able to see everything. So use your computer so that you can get the best out of this. I go in here at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I also go in at 10 p.m. and I sometimes come in around this time, around lunchtime, to check things out. So you figure out what time of day that you're going to go in. I go in and I just pick maybe 3 to 5 trades and place them. You're going to have to put your mouse on this white part of the screen and pull it over, because it looks very jumbled up. So you're going to have to move the screen over every single time. I know it looks confusing at first, but you look at it, it's going to make a little bit more sense for you. Okay, so this harmonic scanner, guys, is just like going shopping. Everything on the right hand side is where you should be paying attention to most to go shopping for your trades. All right, all of this here, the A, the B, the C, and the D, don't let that confuse you. Remember, you're looking for the letter D. D as in dough. You are looking for the letter D, because what the harmonic scanner is doing is it's pulling setups from the past and bringing it to the future for a probability trade for us. So you want to look, because it's looking at the patterns and it's actually bringing together patterns from the Fibonacci retracement, and it's also going to take in consideration already the head and shoulders. So if you've ever been on Daniel's trainings and he's going into the head and shoulders pattern, if you can't see it and identify it yet, don't worry, the Harmonic Scanner is already doing it for us. But look for the letter D. All right, so we see the letter D right here. Even if you were to try to take this off, you can't take the letters off because it's already setting things up. But you need to look for the letter D. Look for the letter D. All right, so let's start at the top. USD CAD. USD CAD. So there's three things that we need in order to place a trade. There's three things that we need to place a trade. And that's going to be your entry, price. Where do I get in with this trade? All right, with USD CAD, that means somewhere around the world, somebody is buying and selling the US dollar and the Canadian dollar somewhere. It doesn't matter. We're just going to take profit with this exchange going on. Remember, currency values go up and currency values go down. So with knowing that, you're going to be able to see, is this going up as a buy or is it going down as a sell, meaning the currency value is going down. It doesn't matter to you and I, but we want to see what is a Harmonic Scanner setting things up for. You've got your entry here. You've got your TP1, TP2, and TP3. This simply means these are suggested take profit prices for you to pick up money. Take profit 1, boom, cash. Take profit 2, more cash. Take profit 3 is more cash. All right. All we need to focus on is one take profit at a time. So you want to, and also you want to see what your stop loss is. That's the third thing. So you've got the three things necessary to place a trade. You've got your entry, you've got your take profit 1, and you've got your stop loss. So you've got your protection just in case it goes in the opposite direction. So in this case, right now, your entry is down below and your take profits are going up. That means this is going into a buy direction. All right. Anytime that the take profits are above the entry price, you are going into a buy. All right. And Lucy, what we'll do is we're going to practice more on the demo so that we can start plugging these numbers in. I don't want to do too much of that today, but I want to make sure this afternoon that you and I go more into placing trades in your demo account to plug these numbers in, okay? I got you covered, all right? So when you guys tell me your stories, I know it's very personal to me that this is the year of making money. This is the week of making money. And so I don't take it lightly where, you know, okay, going off, it's holiday time, I'm not going to bother you too much, but I'm here to make sure you get what you came for. So I'm always available to make sure that we're talking one-on-one when you have questions, because I don't want you to get frustrated and I don't want you to get overwhelmed by something that's going to be your best friend. Opening up my laptop now has become discipline. And this is something where in the morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays, as I said, if you're on my direct team, you get those trade alerts from me. And that really helps if you're busy, if you're not really ready or comfortable yet to start placing your own trades. I'm giving about 5 of them out in those 3 days. I don't trade on Mondays. I don't trade on Fridays. And the reason for that is I have discipline now, and you all should have some kind of discipline plan on how many days a week are you trading, how many pips are you going for your goal, all right, and how much money are you projecting to make. It's just like going on a job. You know what your job is going to pay you. Here, you want to, are you going for 50 pips a week, 50 pips a day? You know, we can sit down and talk about that one-on-one so we can help strategize your plan, because I don't want you just sitting and just going crazy over, okay, I'm trading at 4, then 7, and you can be all over the place. Pick a time, pick a plan, and let's do that together so we can make sure that you all have that straight, okay? All right, so remember, we're looking for the D. So here, take out a pen and paper. Here is projecting a buy. This is saying that this particular price is going in an upward position. When I see the entry, ladies and gentlemen, I don't go in always on the entry. And I'm going to tell you why. Brokers will fake out prices sometimes. All right. The market, it's not predictable. But what we want to do is get into some kind of rhythm of what's going to work. It's like driving a 5-speed. You know how the pedals feel. You know how it feels when you need to shift into first and second gear. It's the same way when you are placing these trades. I want you to get in practice with placing what you have, but as you start to mature a little bit more, you're going to be doing your own adjustments as you need to on the fly. But this is what I want you to start getting in practice of doing. When you go into placing a trade, and let me pull something up really quick. Nope, I can't put that in right now. I can't put it in right now. I can't show you. Look. Maybe I can. Hold on. When you're coming in here, you're going to look for the entry for USD. What I do is I'm looking for the TP1. That's where I'm looking to take my entry right there. So right around where it says TP1, that's where I feel comfortable, because if it's in that zone between TP1 and 2, I feel pretty comfortable that it's going to hit between pricing between those two. So my Lorie's entry is going to be TP1, and my take profit 1 is going to be TP2. All right, so I like to get in. I want to see some movement. I want to see this price go up a little bit more. So because what could happen is, even though you see D is down here and it has your entry price down here, what if the price hasn't finished going down? It could still keep going down and hit your stop loss. What I want to do is I want to wait for it to get a little bit more in movement and wait for the price to get probably a little bit closer to TP1, and that's where I'm going to put in a buy stop order. A market execution order, because many of you have already gone over market execution versus the pending orders. Lucy, don't worry, I got you this afternoon. When you go into a market execution, that means I'm going into the market right now. Right now. This price right now is not ready. It's not ready yet. It needs a little bit more time. And the reason is because you're projecting it to get to TP1, 2. Sometimes it doesn't even reach 3 if you've paid attention to it. But I feel pretty good that it's going to hit take profit 1 and 2. So I'm going to wait. But if you're in the morning and you're rushing and you're like, I have things to do with my family and I would just want to live my life, you can place a pending order. So for this, you would place a buy stop order somewhere around this zone here, and then wait for it to hit take profit between TP1 and 2. That's what I'm saying is where if I'm just going for 10 or 15 pips for profit, then you got to just do the math here. All right. I may put it in at 1.31748. All right. My entry, 1.31748. And then I'll take my take profit at where it has right here at 1.31848. That is 10 pips for profit. That is 10 pips for profit. Okay. If I'm going for 10 pips there, you have to, and I think it was Aaron or Dwayne, you have to babysit what your personal stop loss is going to be. Because remember, you didn't enter in the market at that specific time. You entered a little bit more above that. So the Harmonic Scanner is suggesting about 50 pips. All right, 50 pips. And the profit is about 80 pips. Is it about 80? Yeah, it's about 80 pips. So that's a lot of range. You have to determine what is your personal goal. Are you going for 20 pips or are you going for 80? I do not go for long ranges because the market goes up, down, up, down, up, down. I'd rather get a little bit, get my stuff and get out rather than wait for the full range of TP1 or TP2 to hit. You got to go in if you're going in for 10 or 20 pips at a time. That's why most of those trades that hit off in the morning, they usually go within, like by lunchtime. They usually hit profit or loss by lunchtime. So if you're going for 10 pips, maybe you want to go for 10 pips for your stop loss, or maybe 20 pips for your stop loss. All right. If you're doing your stop loss too far, if you're making the stop loss too far, that means if you were to lose that, it may take you 3 times longer to replace that with a positive trade. So don't put your stop loss too far, and don't put it too close neither. Sometimes a 1-to-1 ratio is not always that good, because if you're going for 10 pips profit and you're also risking 10 to win 10, sometimes because of the fluctuation of the market, you may hit the stop loss and not hit your profit all the time. So Aaron, I think it was you or Dwayne that had mentioned watching your stop loss. You know, don't make it too far out. 10 or 20 for stop loss if you're going for 10 is probably the most you want to do. All right. You don't want to risk no more than 3% of your account. You always want to watch your risk first versus your reward first. You don't want to risk more than 3% of your account size on each trade. All right. So for this example, what I would do if I looked at this trade, USD CAD, right now, I can't see enough movement of it going up yet. Okay, it's still down here. If the projected TP1 is here, what I'm going to do personally is I'm going to put in my entry about 10 pips below this. 10 pips below that, that's going to be my entry for a buy stop order. I'm going to place that, and my take profit's going to be this price right here. And I'm going to go for 10 or 20 pips for my stop loss. You place that trade, your 3 entries are already in, you're done. You're done. That may take you 1 minute to place that all together. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, y'all got this. Aaron?
No questions.
No questions. You sound like you're in court. No questions, Your Honor.
No questions.
All right, I'm going to go down shopping for the next one, Aud Nzd. And everything after this, crab, shark, Gartley, bat, these are just different patterns that the computer is picking up, all right? You don't need to get married to this and figure out what is it. You don't even need to analyze all of this. The computer is setting everything up for you. These are done for you trades. If you have anybody that has been looking at trading, you need to have them look at this, because these are done for you trades. Once you get great at identifying where your D is, your entry, your take profit, and your stop loss, that's going to take you 1 minute. The computer has done all of the work for us. All we have to do is place the trades in our brokerage account. All right, and just wait. So AUD NZD is next. This one's great. All right, here's the D, and it's already in movement up. It has already, if you see, here's your entry price. Take profit 1, it already hit profit. So if you had seen this an hour ago and you had placed this trade, you would have made profit already because it hit that. Now it's en route to hit TP2. So where you see this dotted line is where the current price is. Right now it's moving at 1.0425. 104.0424. 4 more pips and it's going to hit TP2. If you want to put that in just for 4 pips, feel good that that was going to hit as a buy. This is what you would put in as a market execution. This is what you want to see. You want to see movement between TP1 and TP2. This is good. This is a good movement. But it's not a whole lot of meat on the bones. It's just 4 pips for right now. All right. So put that in, and then instead of closing each trade out, modify it so that you can stay in the trade and maybe it's still going up to TP3. It may reach it, it may not. It doesn't always, but feel good that you're going to at least hit 1 through 2. Market execution, go in. Your take profit is going to be what you see right here on the screen, or you can actually put a little bit more higher in here because you see there's room to do that. So where's the market now? 04.23. Even if you went up to 04.33, you're still within range. Because once it gets to TP3, it may move back in a different direction. Heck, it may do it at TP2, but you're en route. So even if you wanted to put this in right now, Aud Nzd as a market execution buy, go in for 10 pips for profit. Boom. See? Lunchtime shopping. Lunchtime shopping. All right, and let's look at one more before we look at the Fibonacci. Remember, every time you pull this up, move your screen over so you can see it. So you can see. Do this on a PC, a laptop all the time, because doing this on your mobile device is going to cause you to not even be able to look at this. Any of the GBP pairs, they move like a Tesla. They move like a Porsche 911. They move very fast. So if you ever notice, if you ever put a Great Britain pair in, they move pretty fast, and you don't need to go just for 10. You can go a little bit for more than that in the mornings if you want. And I usually go for about 15 to maybe 20 pips for profit for these. These move pretty fast. So now your D is here, and it's projecting to go up to $1.92.186. So this is what you do. I would put in a market execution now because it's in movement now. You see the D is here, and you see the pricing is moving up. You should feel pretty confident that you can put in a take profit price anywhere between where it is now, 1.9080, and anywhere between that and 1.92. It's almost 200 pips. So you feel pretty comfortable that that will move. All of the GBP pairs move very fast. So right now I'm following GBP pairs personally. That's it. Because they're good and profitable. And if you wanted to do the same, make sure that you're picking 1 or 2 pairs that you want to follow most. Okay? Any questions so far? How we doing? We're good? Everybody? Now I want to show you what it looks like. Any questions on this so far? I want to show you how the Fibonacci retracement tool is something that you can use on your own. Usually, well, before we get into that, as you start to go a little bit lower on this chart, you will start to notice some of these have already taken profit. So what you don't want to do is get into something where it's already taken profit. So like for this one, NZD, JPY. This one has already hit TP1 and it's already hit TP2. Just be aware, if it's not a GBP pair, be wary it may not reach TP3. Usually the GBP pairs will hit TP3 and beyond. They usually do. So this one has already hit TP2. So now it's going downward. So just be aware of that before you start placing that trade. Usually between that TP1 and 2 is what I personally look for, because I know it's going in that direction. I don't always feel comfortable that it's always going to hit 3. Here's GBP. It's still hanging around the entry. So if you have any of the GBP pairs right now, they haven't even moved into the buy zone. They're still pending orders from this morning and yesterday. So they haven't moved up yet. Euro GBP, same thing. They're up here. They have not broken through that entry yet. Now, here's one example of what you would look like when the entry is up top and the take profits are down below. So now that means that you're taking profit on the way down on a sell. So this is a sell order when you see the TP1, 2s, and 3s are below the entry. Same thing, you're going to put in a sell stop order for your entry is up here. Here's your price and your first take profit. And you're just copying the stop loss. That's it. That is it. You're just following what's on the screen. Now here's one that's already in progress. It already hit TP1. It already hit TP2. And the candlesticks are measured by 1 hour. So if you want to see how much time did that take, just count each candle. So it's now 12:46, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. All right. 6 hours ago, 6 a.m. is when it hit TP1. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 hours later, by 9 a.m. this morning, it hit TP2 price. So you can always modify the trades. If you're out and busy and it closes out, okay, fine, you missed that. But there may be a potential where you can go in there and modify the trade. And Lucy, we'll talk about that on how you can modify trades when you're placing an order. Because once you get this part, you're going to be dangerous. You're going to be dangerous. All right? Because it'll make all sense. I promise you. When you get in, move the trade over. Now this one here on your right hand side, this is all your pricing. This is all what the currency moves up and down. You think that our dollar is worth just $1, but there's so many decimals, figures behind the decimal that formulate an actual price, and that's how we get paid. Here you can move this up and down if you need to make the screen bigger. Okay, you can move the screen side to side. You can move it down. If you want to measure and see how much pips, points, that this particular candlestick made in price, because you want to see, well, how much is this really in money? Over here on the left-hand side are some tools. And I don't use all of them, but I use the measuring stick here. So I'm going to click on the measuring stick. And let's see for this, let's see, this candle right here. This red candle is a sell candle. If I were to click at the top and go to the bottom, right there was about 12 pips. It looks like it's 12 pips. And the reason I can see that, I'm clicking at the top and dragging it to the bottom. Hold on a second. Let's get this thing out of my way. All right, so this shaded area here. If you see in that blue shaded box, it says negative 13,136. That actually means 13 pips. 13 pips. So depending on your lot size, if you just put in a 10-cent lot size, just that movement alone would have been $1.30, $1.30. All right. If you put a 0.10 lot size, that would have been $1 for those 13 pips. That would have been $13 in profit. $13 in 1 hour. And if your account was a little bit larger and you had put in a $10 lot size, that is 1.00. 1.00 equals $10. And that would have been $130 in 1 hour with one movement. So it gives you a range so you can see, where's my money? How do I calculate this money? Use the measuring tool there. And this entire movement, let's say you got this trade in, let's say up here. And you put the measuring stick in and it was from here to here. That's a total of 39 pips. That total movement from that TP1 area downward to TP3, it's about 40 pips. So when you start putting these orders in, get very good at knowing that you can project a lot of money, a consistent amount of money, and just knowing it may not always hit TP3, but I feel pretty good with placing orders with going in at my entry, coming out at TP1, or coming out at TP2. As you get further down, just be aware that these have probably already gone through TP1, 2, and 3. If they haven't, it's still an opportunity, but try to stick closer to the top for the freshest, newest trades that have come out. All right. So any questions so far? That's the harmonic overcap. Really quickly. All right, you guys okay so far? Now, I use TradingView now because I use that to trade more so than use the platform that the brokers have. So if you were using FX Choice or Hugo's Way, not a problem. When I first got started, everybody gets started. They go to hugosway.com or they go to fxchoice.com and you download the MetaTrader 4 so that you can see the computer. What happens is as you start getting a little bit mature in what you're doing, you want to know, you don't want the brokers to see everything that you're doing. That's their platform. You want a authentic, generic computer or online platform that you can use at any time that's not associated with any particular broker. So many of us use tradingview.com. So take that site down. You can open up a free account. It's basic, but that's all you need to get started, right? All you need is a basic account to get started. I now have the Pro Plus account because it allows me to do a little bit more things with placing alerts and looking at multiple trades, charts at one time. But let's start with the basics. I like free, all right? Free is good. When you go here, you're gonna open up an account, start your free account, open up more, and you can see the pricing on, if you go get at least a Pro, I think it's 15 bucks a month. I have this one, as I said, because I just use it for different things, for different alerts that I want to get set up. Instead of always putting pending orders in, I'll show you that you can put an alert in with a price. So just imagine, instead of waiting for the price to get to a certain number, with the brokers knowing what your stop loss is and knowing what that price is, you want to be undercover. You want to be undercover so that you know what the price is and you'll be able to get an alert either by email or by phone, and you'll be able to go in at the price because you'll get an alert. You can't do that on the basic. You can get that as you go a little bit higher, and that's the only reason why I got it. You got one alert that you can get. If you do the Pro, you can get multiple alerts because you're going to be doing multiple things at one time. All right, so the basic account will give you one access to one alert, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so let's get into it. Tradingview.com. This is the platform you're going to look at your charts. Look at your charts, and if you need help setting that up, make sure that you connect with me or Dan so that we can help you get your TradingView set up. It is also in the Academy. Also, I believe it's in the 300 or 400 section on setting up the TradingView account. You're going to go into charts. And this is what I do in the morning. So I'm going to just let you know. Let me see. One of these trades were already in movement. Let's look at, it was this one. Aud Nzd. All right, so over here on the side here, what you're going to have to do from your MetaTrader 4 on your app, you added in all of your pairs that you typically work with. You want to come over here and add them all in manually. AUDs, the CADs, the EURs, all of them. Add them all in here because they don't come loaded into TradingView already. All right, so take the time to make sure you're putting in all the pairs, the Forex pairs that you're going to be working with. If you got Bitcoin, put that in there as well. So as I said, if you need help putting that in, let me know, and Dan and I, either Dan and I can help out. So AUD NZD, I'm going to come over here to this box and put in AUD NZD because I want to look at it on the chart myself. You see, I've been here working a little bit. Let's take away this confusion so we can just look at the chart. Now, as I'm looking at this, what I'm going to do is copy everything from the Harmonic Scanner. The Harmonic Scanner told me the entry was at $1.0409. I'm going to come over. On the left-hand side, you're going to see the same tools as you did in the Harmonic Scanner. You've got your measuring tool. You've got your trend lines, and this is going to be the line that we need. Your trend line and your horizontal ray line. The horizontal ray line, we're going to click on that, and we're going to, what was that price? 0409. I'm going to look for 0409. This is the suggested entry from the Harmonic Scanner. Right about there, okay? The Harmonic Scanner said it's going to take profit 1 at 0421. I'm going to pull another horizontal ray, and I'm going to place it where it suggested. I'm just copying everything it said, 0421. Because I need to see this. 0421. TP2 is 0428. It is so windy outside. All right. Now, if you look at these lines, these are, everything has levels. 0429, right? 0428, my bad. Everything has levels and steps to it. So if this bottom line was a suggested entry, it's already past that. It already hit TP1. We saw that. As you see, the blue candles are our buy candles. That's movement going upward. And the red candles are sellers pushing the price down. If we see now that the price is about to hit our TP2, you should feel pretty confident of putting that in as your take profit. So all you want to do is get good at seeing how this is actually working out. You want to see how the levels are working out in your favor. If I see this, and then you'll see 0439. 0439 is the TP3. I'm going to come over here, pull the horizontal ray, 0439. All of these levels, 1, 2, and 3 are potential money makers for you. All right? Trust the computer knows what it's doing, and you don't have to challenge it. All you have to do is plug in the numbers. Don't worry about the market going up and down and, oh, it's red. Just pay attention to trusting the numbers coming right off the Harmonic Scanner. Okay? Not everyone's going to be a win. Sometimes you're going to hit the stop loss, but that's part of the course. That's what we go through. But get good at using that TradingView so that you can take it off of here a little bit and see it on a cleaner chart. You've got your access to a free account. It's got a lot more information about the market on here. So utilize TradingView. You can change the time here. All right, you can place different trades here. If you want to do Bitcoin in a minute, then you'll put that in and you can see that chart. But every time I look at the harmonic scanner first, I'm pulling off the figures, and then I'm going over the trading view and just plugging them in just for a little bit more precision. Now, I like to use the harmonic scanner, but I love to use the Fibonacci retracement. And I'm going to start at the top. So if there's nothing really popping off in the harmonic scanner, I'm going to look and see, is there a potential for the Fibonacci retracement? Understand that the Fibonacci retracement, I'm going to finish this up in about 10 more minutes, and we should be all done. The Fibonacci retracement is going to give you levels of when to place a pending order, because what goes up must come down. What's down at some point has to go back up. The market is going up and down, and usually price goes back to where it was at some point. We just don't know what time, but the Fibonacci retracement is going to give us a good probability of getting into the market at a predestined time. So I want you to take a look on the left-hand side to the third tool that we're going to look at. First, we already looked at the horizontal ray line. You're going to use that to place your horizontal lines on your chart. If you don't need them anymore, you can double click on them and you can move it around. You can double click on them and remove the lines too to make them go away. You're also right below it, you're going to see a pitchfork. You're going to click on that and you're going to hit Fibonacci retracement, and that's the last tool that we're going to use. I don't use any of these other tools in here, the pitchfork and all of these other things. It's too much. I learn slow and I like to keep things simple. So the harmonic scanner, the Fibonacci retracement is all we're going to go into. If you all like playing around with all of those other things, go for it. Go for it. It's great. Let me look for a good setup for when the Fibonacci retracement would be good. All right. Now, let me look at something that dipped down. All right, so something like this movement here. I'm gonna move this. Oops. Remember, what goes down in price must come back up. I'm taking a look at this movement here. I'm just imagining that all of this did not happen yet. So if I see this kind of drop right here happen, I'm going to pretty much assume that it's got to come back up at some point. So if none of this happened, what I want you to do is think, if I just saw this right here, and this drop, something's going to happen where at some point it's going to come back up. So use the Fibonacci retracement, click on that, and you're going to click on the very top wick. This is something that you can start to do to start independently pulling your own trade ideas, because it's one thing where you get trade alerts from levels, steady or harmonic scanner. It's one thing when you start getting alerts that way. This is a way for you to now, when you start learning, you want to start figuring out, well, it's middle of the day, nothing is new on the scanner. I want to be able to pull my own stuff. And this is a way for you to pull your own trade ideas. Practice in your demo. Practice in your demo until you get great with it. I'm going to start at the top of this, click on it, and I'm going to drag it down till I get to the bottom of the wick. It's just like a roller coaster, all right? And you can move it to the side so you can move your pricing out the way, and I'm going to only click my mouse when I get to the bottom of the wick. Boom, right there. Okay? So I'm going to act as if all this didn't happen yet in the future. So let's just say the pricing is like right here. I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to take it off. If I see this kind of movement, this drop in price, this is a perfect time for you to pull out your Fibonacci retracement tool. Fib retracement, click on that. Start at the top, click your mouse, and take it to the bottom, this lowest point of this movement. Bottom, click. On the right-hand side, or maybe on the left-hand side of however your computer is set up, it's set up where it's to go from 0 to 0.23%, 0.38%, 50%. I want you to make sure you guys can see the numbers okay. 50%, 61%, 78%, and then back up to 100%. What this means is price will retrace back at least 50% of where it was before. This is, just think of this in your mind, and this is a 100% move. The market is going to retrace back at least 50% up to where it was before. So 50% is right here in the middle. So market did go back up to at least 50%. So what you want to do is get into a zone. And I'm going to show you how this plays into the harmonic scanner. As I said, the Fibonacci retracement and the head and shoulders pattern is already formulated when you see the harmonic scanner. It's slick. It's real slick. So come over here, get your horizontal ray line and toss it on the 50% line. Boom. Now you can see it clearly. Okay? Did the market come back up to at least that 50% line? Yes or yes? Y'all still with me? Yeah? You see it, Lucy? All right, it price did come back up to that amount. The zone that you want to stay within is between this 23% and 50% mark. It started at the bottom, started at the top, came to the bottom. Around the 23% line is your entry mark. And at the 50% line is your take profit. That's it. The same way that the harmonic scanner is pulling those for us, that's where they're getting the patterns and rhythms and algorithms from, is looking at the retracement of a price that just either went down or up. So use this tool so that if you see this, if you knew none of this happened in the future, you knew that this movement right here gave you everything that you needed in money, because it hit the 23% line right around here. Once it triggered it, you were in a buy for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, and then it took profit at your 50% price. So what you would do is put in a buy order for AUD JPY. You would enter the market at 75.183, or do a pending order at 75.183, and you would take profit at 75.45, for example. That's about 30 pips you would have gotten in that movement. 30 pips that you would have gotten in 7 hours. That could have been $3, $30, $300, depending on your account size. That is simply from you using the Fibonacci retracement tool, placing it, setting it, and forgetting it. The numbers that you already, this Fibonacci retracement tool already gives you the percentages. 23% is already there, 50% is there. That's all you want. You want to get in and get out at that 50% line. Let me show you another one. Let me show you another one. Let's do a different pair. It's like going shopping. All right, so here's the same movement. It's the same pair pretty much, AUD. You can do this for Bitcoin too. So Bitcoin, if you see this movement down like this, movement is going downward. All right, so I'm going to come over here and pull my Fibonacci retracement. Take it from the top, click on it, take it to the very bottom of the wick. Boom. Okay. We'll move it over so you can see the price is better. I'm waiting for the market to go back up. The market has already gone down in price. I'm waiting for it to retrace back up at least 50% of that one movement. So horizontal ray line, let me look for my 23%. And I'm gonna look for my 50% line. Bam. Did the market give me that money back? Yes or yes? If I would have, and it's all about timing because right now it's too late. But had I gotten this movement like right around here, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6 hours ago, if I would have seen this rally down and I would have did the Fibonacci retracement and put this on here, I would have seen this would have been a good time to get in and this would have been a good time to get out. Would have made over 200 pips. Bitcoin moves different. So you could have easily made $200 just in the morning hour, just in that movement. So I want you guys to get great with practicing the Fibonacci retracement because it's going to allow you to go into any trade independent from just the harmonic scanner, because the harmonic scanner is just scanning certain pairs at given time. But here, you're going to have access to all of the trading pairs that you can use. I just go down the line, starting from A all the way down to the U's, to the USD pairs, and I will just see if I see any rally going up or down, I'm going to put the Fibonacci retracement in place. So now you see, this would be a good time to look at this kind of rally right now. If you looked at this in the opposite direction, what goes up must come down. What goes up must come down. I use the 1 hour for doing this. 1 hour. Here's perfect. As you start to see the market going up, and now you're starting to see, all right, it might be dropping. Put that baby on here because you can't lose by putting it in now. I'm going to start at the bottom, take it to the top of that highest wick. Now, could it still keep going up? Maybe. If I drop this down to a 30-minute chart, I can see a little bit more. It's coming down. This is perfect. This is perfect right now to go in for this example. Let's take it back up to the 1 hour. Because if you look at the 1 hour, that's like us sitting in traffic. If you take it down to, let's take it up to a 1 day, that means that you're looking more at an aerial view at the pricing. Banks love to do things on a larger time scale because they can see larger movements of predictions to happen. But if you need to tighten up and see like down to the few minutes, like what is it doing like right now? Now each candlestick represents 15 minutes. I just changed it to 15 or 30. Now I'm feeling pretty confident that this is coming down in a sell mode. Okay? Got it? Good. So 1 hour is great. All right? I'm the intraday day trader. I'm in and out. Dan loves to do things on a larger scale. Cool. When you get great with that, cool. You can put things in and you'll see things maybe 2 weeks later take profit. I need to pay my shit now. Okay? So I'm a day trader. So I do more day trading. So 1 hour is good. All right. So let's get back to this real quick and we'll wrap this up because I know you guys got lives. I'm back on the 1 hour. Make sure you're on the right pair. So what I did was I moved my Fibonacci from the lowest point to the highest point. Now I'm waiting for it to come down. So it's going to reverse the numbers. Now my 23% is up here. Y'all should be placing this Bitcoin trade in. 23%. This is when you should be going in the market at that price. 68.03. Right now it's at 68.41. So when it gets down here, it's going to activate and put you in the trade. When do you want to get out? Whoops. Bitcoin's a little bit different, but I'm just wanting to set things up so you'll know that 23% and 50 zone is just like the Harmonic Scanner when it shows you the entry and it shows you your take profit 1. The 61% is take profit 2, and the 78%, the 100% is take profit 3. That's it. That's how the Harmonic Scanner kicks out the numbers. The same way that you're doing this Fibonacci retracement manually, the Harmonic Scanner does it automatically for you. All right. Some people want to learn it. Some people just want to get the answers. The Harmonic Scanner gives us the answers. I want to be able to get in here and go fishing for myself, because I want to learn how to trade as well as get some of the answers to the test. Here, you'll be able to do it manually so you can pull more trades throughout the day. Here's your 50% line. So that means if you put in 6803 as your entry for a sell stop order, and you put in your take profit at 66.74, there you go. And you want to put in your stop loss probably up top here. All right, because if it's coming down, you want your protection just in case it goes back up. You want your stop loss right around here. That's your stop loss. Here's your entry. Remember, this is recorded, so you can go back. Lucy and I, we're going to have a one-on-one how to place trades for about 1 hour. You got 1 hour to spend with me? Okay. Here's your entry. Okay, you're actually showing us how to read the harmonics with or without a scanner. That's right. That's right. It's one thing to be a dependent trader. Everyone starts out that way. I still use the Harmonic Scanner when I'm helping you guys in the morning and myself with trades. But you want to be able to get off of that and still be able to look at a naked chart and be able to see why the hell, or how the hell do they get their percentages? And when you go back, these numbers match up very close to what the entry and take profit 1 is at the 50% line. The 61% is your take profit 2, and your 100% line is take profit 3. All of those numbers now will start to make sense when you see them on the Harmonic Scanner. Yeah, so that's pretty much that on that respect. I want to make sure that you all are also coming over to mytradinglounge.com and taking a look at the resources that we have. This is our team website. This is our team website. And what I found is that I couldn't keep giving out calendar updates. I couldn't keep giving out, well, did you get this file? There's so much of information that we share. Even our YouTube channel, go onto YouTube and you can make sure that you're staying connected. So when we upload videos, you can get hold of that. Prayerfully, everybody is already in our private group. So if you haven't already, come over and make sure that you're tapping on the door, get on in, because we still have a lot of information that's shared, not in the text group there. Even if you don't have Facebook and you're not a Facebook person, guys, this is a business. This is a business and we have to share information some kind of way. Even if FX Trading Lounge is your only friend, let us be your only friend. And that will be the only thing that we move forward back and forth. I want to make sure that you guys are making money. I want to make sure that you're profitable and you're seeing success. If you're seeing more frustration, it's because we're not connecting and we're not getting together your personal plan. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. This is only for active members. It doesn't matter which team that you're on, but if you're not active, you're not going to be in that group that much longer, nor are you going to be in the text group, because it's only for active members. Here, how to use the Harmonic Scanner, we have that right here. We've got the daily compound interest sheet. We'll definitely go over that in the future, because you want to be able to see, how can I multiply a $200 account? How can I turn a $200 account into a $1,500 account? a $5,000 account in a short period of time. It's all with daily compounding, but it also starts with a plan. Some of you out there have jobs and you want to leave it, like Dan did. How I'm in the process of, moving out of real estate pretty soon. This chart right here, from salary to pips, download it, because it'll show you how many pips do you really need to replace your salary. And you'll be very surprised to see you don't need a whole lot of time like a job requires in order to make profit in the market. All right, so if you got a proper plan, then you'll be able to figure that out. So make sure that you're coming over to mytradinglounge.com and pick up these resources. Stay in touch with the calendar, because I'm always putting something on the calendar of things that we have going on. And that is it. Tony, you got any questions?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks for the resources too. I'll be able to plug in today. I already went to FX Trade Lounge, so I'm good. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Make sure we all plugged in. What area are you in, Tony?
I'm in Nashville.
Cool. All right, I'm in Maryland. Lucy's in Florida.
Cool.
Alethea, what area are you in? You're welcome. What area are you in, Alethea? I know Willie's down in Alabama. Oh, Alethea's in Maryland too. So nationwide. So guys, when to get your 2 and free is super important. Before your 30 days or your 60 days, whenever, you want to get your service free, right? If you haven't gotten it free already, you let people know you have a done for you system. And they're going to be like, I don't believe you. You got to show people this, because this is very complicated. You have leveled up to an industry where only 10% make it. 10% make it. So you have to know, I've got some valuable shit. And if you want to make this money, let's do it. Let's do it together. But I don't want you to be broke. I don't want to be broke. I got something that may help you. There's a tool that shows you how to do it, and it gives you all the answers to the test. Are you ready to rock with that? And so a lot of things I've done on social media, probably 80% of what I did to start was all on social media. Lucy and I met on social media. So I haven't met Tony, I haven't met you, and I know I've met Alethea, but I have a passion to make sure people see the simplicity of it. You feel me? Because it doesn't have to be as, oh, I got to look at charts all damn day. Oh, I got to be sitting here looking at all these charts. No, we're in and we're out. All right. I'm about to go to a Christmas party at 3 o'clock. That starts. I've already placed my trades in the morning, whether they profit or loss. It's okay. I've done that. And at 10 o'clock at night, you know what I'm about to do? Play some more. Play some more. So go in there and use what you have. But to get your 2 and free, that means that all you need is 2 customers to get your service for free. They got to stay active. All right. They got to stay active, but show them this. And every Monday at 9 o'clock, we have a free presentation. Did you go onto the calendar and see that? All you have to do is say, at 9 o'clock on Monday, you want to be parked in front of your computer, because they're going to show you everything that I'm doing and how you can get started. Monday at 9 o'clock, you want to be having them tune in to iwinwithforex.com. It's on the calendar, y'all. It's on the calendar, iwinwithforex.com. And when they tune in, let the presenter do all the work. Let the presenter do all the work. Now, I've got a link that I use that if you want, I'll give it to you right now. And I want you to copy it, because I did it in conjunction. I merged Justin Owen's video. Let me go pull it offline. If you don't want the people to wait, which I don't have people wait, I have this in my cell phone. And I launch it off every opportunity I hear someone needs a blessing. This business is about blessing people, not about getting on their nerves about selling something. It's about blessing them with, oh, you said you were looking to get your down payment for your house. I think I may have something for you. I think I may have a way for you to earn that money. You said you were making a limited amount of money. I've got a side hustle for you. I got a side hustle for you. I'm going to copy this video. You guys Copy this, please, and keep it. Keep it on your phone. Anytime somebody needs that video, that is an 11-minute presentation that goes right into everything. All right, did you guys copy it? I'll put it into the Facebook group as well. And I'm gonna share something with you. It goes right into the presentation with Justin. Okay, goes over everything.
Nice.
Y'all like my editing skills? All right, so you've got the presentation. There should be no reason. Now, remember, this part is optional. You do not have to keep sharing and sharing and sharing and sharing. This is optional. You can pay the $165 a month if you want. We have folks that are making great money every month and see the value in this, and they pay it because they know this is an educational piece. But I know pockets, and if you don't want to pay it, all you need is 2 people that need to see it like you saw it, and then you won't have to worry about paying it ever again. You still have access to everything. All right, so all you need is 2. So use the video, direct them to Mondays for that same thing like we're doing here. It's like a live Zoom like this. Just make sure that they download Zoom on their computer and just be ready. You said you were looking to get that money for your down payment, 9 o'clock, and just make sure at 8:45, here's the link one more time. I want to make sure that you are on it because I'm going to be on it too. If they have looked at the video already, find out, follow up with them. Don't think that they're going to call you back. Call them, take the initiative. Remember, you are a blessing to someone else. All right, you just don't want to just deposit and just be like, I'm out. They're not going to call your ass back. Follow up, take the initiative, and just say, what did you like most about that video? Tell me, what did you like most? All right, you said you were looking to get some additional money for Michelle to get to college. You said you were looking to get some additional money for your rent or for your house or for groceries. Did that sound like something that you can do? You know what? I'm gonna link you in with Lorie. She can plug in a little bit more information one-on-one so we can tighten up your questions. You all have my phone number, so it's not hard. It's on mytradinglounge.com if you can't find it. All right. I cannot put any false information out there. So I don't want you guys thinking that, is it a scam? Or don't let people get you into that pocket of, is it a scam? Making money is not a scam. Banks are a scam. Education system has been a scam. The retirement system is a scam. So you want to talk about that, that's a whole different avenue. You are part of an elite group of people who are making money. If everyone says yes, great. But there will be people that say no because they're part of that 90% that enjoy working, going to the bar, hanging out, gossiping, watching reality TV. You're not, okay? I still watch a little bit of ratchet TV, I'm not gonna lie, but I know when to turn that shit off. I know how to turn it off, all right? I know how to play the part because I got it here. I got the vision of where I'm going, all right? And being ratchet and telling y'all everything, you know, and clapping fingers, and that's not gonna work, all right? We don't get stuff done that way, all right? All right, Lucy, me and you time, I want you to stay on, but guys, I want you to log off because I gotta spend one-on-one time with Lucy. If you wanna see how to place trades, that's all I'm gonna do is go into that with Lucy because Lucy just got started, so I wanna make sure she got that. But Aaron, I think you and Tony are good on placing trades in your MetaTrader 4. Y'all got that, right? Okay, bet. All right,
Yes.
so I'm gonna stop the recording, and if you guys have any questions, just reach out to me, okay? But you got the link, the YouTube link?
Yes.
You got it. Okay. All right, cool. All right, bet. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day.
Right. See ya.
I'm all good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.